concentration in many parts of 15 districts of the Maharashtra state, as Jalgaon is one of the major consumer of chemical fertilizers. Then we have made a one optimum low-cost techniques in laboratory scale. As far as this is the output of one of my UGC research project, and current Nasi project is running on, and we are very soonly implement this particular geolytic belt model in a Nandurbar area. This model is basically to minimize the contamination level by utilizing geolytic bed in and up to laboratory scale. There are heavy metals which are minimizing due to that, and hardness is also removing by adopting the geolytic model. And very soon, after completion of this lockdown, we are implementing pilot project in Nandurbar region under the Nasi project. This is one of the case study of Chopra inlier area of the Jalgaon district, as Chopra is one of the Tahsil place in the Jalgaon district. The yellow color shows that the Tapipurna alluvial, and brown color is and Piedmont you can say as Bazada zone, very highly recharged zone, and greenish color is Deccan Trap basaltic flows. Then this is the lineament map of that particular watershed, Tapi East watershed. There are 22 lineaments present, which are trending north-south or east-west direction, and this area having huge potential of water. Their maximum water is utilizing for cash crop like banana and sugarcane in Chopra area, and always groundnut, wheat, and cotton is there. Then aquifer in the study area, this particular Chopra inlier, three main types of formations are observed: Piedmont plain, alluvial, and Deccan Trap. Then Piedmont is having 3.36 square kilometer area, alluvial is having 216 square kilometer area, and basalt is having 98.54 square kilometer area. Then first aquifer up to 25 meter, and second aquifer up to 25 to 100 meter. Then in Bazada, we can say Piedmont zone, it is admixture of sand, pebbles, and boulders mixing with clay minerals. The formation of highly porous and permeable bed, especially in Piedmont area, and that's why mega recharge project is also in pipeline by the central and state government. Entire water we can recharge through the Bazada zone in a foothills of the Satpura ranges. Then at village Karanje, specific yield is 67 meter cube per day, and water level is ranging from 16 to 25 meter in a year, especially in Bazada zone. And transmissivity, it is 1015 meters per day. This is an model by aquifer 1 up to 50 meter visual. These are the villages, and these are the thicknesses of the aquifer. And these are the aquifer parameters of the aquifer, and these are the resistivity parameters of this particular. This is the aquifer 1 in a Chopra inlier area. Then this is aquifer 2, that is from 50 to 100 meter below ground level. Loose clay or sandy silt in intercalation with sand. Then compacted clay or pebbles. These are the resistivity resistivity results, and water level is up to 70 to 80 meter below ground level. This is the map of the aquifer 2, especially in Chopra inlier area. This is the basaltic aquifer, which is on the northern side of the area. The aquifer 1, weathered and fractured basalt up to 25 meter. This is the depth range and water level and thickness. This is aquifer 2, jointed fracture basalt, 25 to 30 meter thick, and aquifer thickness is 3 to 7 meter. And this is an ideal sketch of the. This is the cross section indicates that there is a heterogeneous nature of the alluvial, especially in central part of the basaltic information. That I already told you, this is an inlier of Chopra region, Chopra, Vele. These are the name of the villages, and in central part, Deccan basalt is there, and there are 2 aquifers seen in the both formations, with alluvial and Deccan Trap. Then artificial recharge structures to be constructed for more artificial recharge with the help of diluting the groundwater for improving the quality of water. Then we decided that this particular artificial recharge structures is suggested in a Chopra inlier area, so that water level is increases. These are the general water harvesting structures or soil harvesting structure. This is the farm ponds. We can there are many government schemes are there for excavating the farm pond, right from 15,000 to 50,000. This is the farm pond basically used for runoff harvesting. This is a trench cum bed. It also helps to recharge the water, and during the burns, if you plantation is there, then it arrests the soil erosion. These are the advantages of trench cum burn. Again, CCT is also having to lose the soil erosion in a particular area, and these are the staggered trenches for arrest the soil erosion. These are the staggered contour trenches. These are the gully plugs we can construct in first order streams or second order streams. These are plantation is essential nowadays for healthy environment. These are the water conservation measures. Nala bunds to increase the recharge at shallow level. Then many in Jaliyukt Shivar, many villages having nala bunds to increase the shallow water level. These are the nala bunds constructed in an area. This is the Gabion check dams and their brushwood check dams, especially in first order in mountainous terrain like Satpura. These are the cement plug bandaras, water conservation and groundwater recharge techniques, water harvesting cum supplementary irrigation techniques. Then Kolhapur type of bandaras are also there to arrest the water resources, and percolation tanks. Percolation tanks must be constructed on a pervious rock. Otherwise, if you construct the percolation tanks on impervious rock, then there is no use of this particular tank, and we waste the many valuable money for that. Then percolation tanks is also one of the conservative measure. These are the soil conservation measures adopted by agriculture department also. Vandrai bandara, then check bandaras likewise, and these are the Shettade, or can say as using of geosynthetic material farm ponds like. And likewise, these are the many types of the artificial recharge techniques. We can harvest the water. These are the diversion bandaras also there. Then this is one of the recharge well, especially in Rawat area. We are, with the help of engineering students, we adopt this particular recharge trench nearby that village, and the entire slope is towards the recharge trench. And in next season, water level is rises in a particular Vure village of the Rawat Tahsil of Jalgaon district. This is one of the case study done by our team during 6 to 7 years back. If such photograph is observing, if such conditions are there, then we can say there is a healthy ecosystem, and then there will be no question of droughts. That's why drought management is essential to adopt this particular techniques in proper way and in suggesting the technical way. That's why from my presentation, the importance of natural resources is an essential key to understand the overcome these problems, which is the need of the time and ultimately benefit of the society. Whatever the findings and conclusions arrived with the help of this presentation, it always helps to for sustainable development of the groundwater resources. Then these are the certain points must be understand to every human being, and there is a need to adopt water auditing, changing cropping pattern, optimum utilization of groundwater, conservation structures, rooftop rainwater harvesting is also one of the best techniques to harvest the water, and ultimately it helps to the environment for increasing the water level. That's why there is a message for everyone: plant one, teach one, each one, and saving the environment for a healthy environment. Save water, save Mother Earth. Thank you, one and all. Please welcome.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Reply. So we were listening the lecture by Professor S.N. Patil on water harvesting. So this lecture came from stomach to the mouth. as Professor S.N. Patil is dedicated geologist working in this field in this North Maharashtra region, as I know. So I am very much thankful for him also on behalf of whole organizing committee, for enlightening the audience. I am requesting to audience that please copy the feedback form which is posted by Professor S.N. Patil in chat box. So do not forget to copy that form, because when we end the program, after ending the program, you will not be able to copy that link, and without feedback, you may not receive your certificate, because it is automatic system. When you send feedback form, you will automatically get the certificate. So mind that. And now it is time to valedictory function. Also, it is time coming for lunch period also. So before that, we have to complete our valedictory session. And now for valedictory address, I am inviting Professor P.S. Kulkarni first. Is Professor Kulkarni in the meeting?
Attarde sir.
हाँ.
Professor P.S. Please appeal Professor Kulkarni sir, P.S. Kulkarni sir, and Dr. Baridhe is also there. Please, I request Baridhe sir, Kulkarni sir to enlighten us in valedictory session. And Ingrid sir is also there. Ingrid sir, please.
Okay. So I am inviting Professor P.S. Kulkarni, Professor M.V. Baridhe, and also Professor S.T. Ingle to please enlighten us one by one in this valedictory session.
Who will start first?
Sir, you may start.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So good afternoon. We are at the end of this particular webinar being organized by School of Environmental Sciences and Geoforum. The topic of seminar, it was very interesting. Role of geosciences in drought management issues, challenges and opportunities. This seminar was inaugurated by Professor B.V. Pawar, and in his speech, presidential speech, he has enlightened us on the university activities related to watershed management, as well as various socio-economic activities of the university, and how the university is providing technical know-how to the farmers, particularly through his a program, what is called as Lab to Land. In the first session, in the address of Professor U.D. Kulkarni, he has enlightened us on the activities of Geoforum in watershed management. Sometime he is working field of management in state. Socio-economic impact of in a particular region also enlightened Professor Kulkarni. In Muzumdar, he has given a presentation on how temperature affects the soil content, the role of soil moisture content. So, Professor
is there sir? Kulkarni sir?
हाँ
येतोय आवाज.
काहीतरी टेक्निकल
येतोय का आवाज येतोय?
येतोय सर.
आवाज येतोय? हा बोलायचं का आता?
हा बोला बोला
बोला
सर.
बोला.
ओके ओके. So first, I would like to congratulate Gayatri Bainabai Chaudhary, North Maharashtra University, Department of Environmental Science and Geology, and also Association of Geologists and Hydrogeologists, that is Geoforum. Because under this pandemic situation, it is very difficult to prove the existence of the association. Because we used to meet together at least twice in the year, but now from last 2 years, we would not be able to meet each other. We don't have any conferences, seminars, workshop. But Professor S.N. Patil, Principal UD Kulkarni, has kind enough that they have organized this webinar, and our Geoforum, they have proved that Geoforum still is active. Now, considering the today's topic, that is the drought conditions and challenges in it. So, naturally, being a geologist, we always say that geology played very important role in minimizing the drought condition. But unfortunately, in the preventive measures, very few weightage is given to our, because drought condition means government always give the tankers, then build a medium project, minor project, or percolation tank without considering any geological knowledge. So in this webinar, firstly, at from Pune, Muzumdar sir has very nicely explained that drought conditions are mainly because of the rising temperature. And temperature rising is more on the surface than on the oceanic land surface than on the oceanic water. And soil moisture played important role in minimizing the drought condition. So let us now concentrate ourselves. Our study should be like that. It will increase the soil moisture content of our state. Now, Professor Mahesh Thakkar from Bhuj, he has very frankly said that he has not worked on this topic, hydrogeology, but he has a very huge experience in geology, and he has published number of research papers. So from that experience, he has very nicely explained about the scenario of water in the world, and he has very well explained the ancient water system and how they are utilizing the water during that period, about 400 to 500 years back. Now in the second session, Professor Tejankar has explained the importance of geology in minimizing the drought condition very well. He has shared his huge experience, as he has told that more than 100 watersheds around Aurangabad. He has worked, studied critically, and he has shared his experiences that has enlightened us. Very nice. Now, our director, GSDA, Palchetti sir, I would like to thankful to him, especially because he has maintained the practice. Because since the establishment of Geoforum during that period, the then director, Mopalwar sir, he always encouraged us for all activities of Geoforum. He always attended, if possible, of course, attended the meeting of Geoforum, and the same practices as the Kalsetti sir, as he was in the Mumbai, in Mantralaya for attending some meeting. Just as per my knowledge, it was for Marathwada water grid. The Chief Minister has called a meeting of all the government officials related to it. So it later, I suspect that it was that meeting also. So even though in such a critical condition, he has tried twice his level best to contact us, and he has addressed us, and he has given a very nice thing that he will give encouragement for the involvement of student and our Geo Forum in all the activities of GSGA. So, of course, GSGA always give us cooperation for all our academic activity, research activities, and the same practice he has made. And I am also very glad that he is a person. Even though he is an IAS officer, but he is a person who has worked at grassroots level, especially in water and sanitation in Nandurbar when he was collector. And I have also heard his lecture in MJ College, Jalga, that what type of work he has carried out in such a Adivasi area, tribal area. So, lastly, Dr. S.N. Patil, he has given a very illustrative and informative lecture on our topic, on our subject. He has covered almost all the aspects, and especially his focus was in the Jawal area. It is Tapi Alum. I just remember from his talk that in 2000, I think 4 or 5, there was one scheme of World Bank Jal Swaraj, and they have implemented 6 pilot projects in different districts. Out of that, one was in Jalgaon, in Yawal Tehsil. Especially 19 villages of Yawal Tehsil was under this project. And one of the organization from NGO from Nagar, they have been allotted this Jalgaon district, Yawal Taluka. And they have worked there for 3 years. And now after 3 years, the pilot project, the government has decided to give more 2 years for selected district. And for that, Jawal Tehsil of Jalgaon district was selected, and they have asked the NGO that they should continue it for 2 years. But the NGO has refused to continue, even though they were getting lakhs of rupees under this project, but they have refused to continue because, what is their statement? Because the geologist of that, Mr. Jain was very close to me, and I used to have frequent contact with him during that day. He has told me that government is expecting that after 5 years, that area should be free from water. Means they should get freedom of water scarcity, so that they will get Swaraj, freedom for water. This was the expectation of government, and after doing so many work in this from last years, and we come to conclusion that even we put all the rainfalls in of that area, that Yawal Tehsil area, harvest 100% rainfall for last even for coming 10 years, even though we could not attain the water level as expected by the government. येत्या 10 वर्षात सुद्धा पाणी जरी 100% आपण पावसाचं टाकलं तरी यावल तालुक्यात ही सरकारला अपेक्षित आहे की वॉटर लेवल मिळणार नाही. So why should we waste the money? This was the concept of that geologist. So Dr. Patil has taken a challenge to work on this project. I would like to congratulate him and give him best wishes. And also, I would like to thank Dr. S.T. Ingale, then Vice Chancellor, Co-Vice Chancellor, and Dr. S.N. Patil's team organizing such a nice webinar, which is useful. And one comment that Director GSGA Kalshetty has made, and I would like to concentrate that Professor S.N. Patil and Professor Ingale should take it seriously. that whatever the recommendation you suggest from this webinar, please send it to GSDA, and GSDA will try to implement it or try to work on it. That is a very, very success of this webinar. That's what I feel. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kulkarni sir. Certainly, the recommendations will be made to GSDA, and hope that GSDA will take some action. Made by Dr. Baride has joined to us. I request Dr. Baride to speak some words. Please, sir.
Sir, I think Baride sir is not there now. But I request Professor Nemade from Nasik, please. Praveen Nemade sir.
Nemade sir. He is there, sir. Patil sir.
He is there, but his mic is mute.
Okay.
So he may be left, sir. No, he is not visible.
Let us conclude. Vote of thanks.
Should we conclude?
Just wait for 2 minutes.
Okay. Sir, she has
Sir, sir, please continue.
is still in the meeting, but
Sir,
his mic is muted.
Sir,
Please continue, Atharde sir.
Now, after this valedictory address, I am requesting Dr. V.M. Rokde, organizing secretary of this program, to please give a vote of thanks on behalf of organizing committee of this program. Professor V.M. Rokde. Dr. V.M. Rokde, are you there? Rokde sir. Rokde sir, you are not audible.
रोकडे सर तुमचा आवाज येत नाही.
हेलो हेलो सर.
हाँ हेलो. हाँ.
अच्छा बोला सर. ऑडिओ बंद केला. बोला आता. ऑडिओ बंद केला.
हाँ sir, now am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, yes.
Good afternoon. Most valued and most respected Professor P.S. Kulkarni sir, founder, secretary of Geo Forum, Principal Dr. UD Kulkarni sir, President of the Geo Forum, Professor M.E. Baride, Professor Nemade sir, all GSD officers, respected teachers, participants, and ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to propose vote of thanks on behalf of School of Environmental and Earth Sciences, Kaviyatri Bainabai Chaudhary, North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon. First, let me thank to all authorities of Association of Geologists and Hydrogeologists, that is Geo Forum Aurangabad, for supporting this webinar. Principal Dr. UD Kulkarni sir, Professor Ashok Tejankar sir, Professor P.S. Kulkarni sir played a catalytic role in the success of this webinar. Please accept our heartfelt thanks for this kindness. We are also thankful to Dr. Mallinath Kalsetti, Director of Groundwater Survey and Development Agency, for accepting our invitation and gracing this webinar. Despite technical issues, he addressed through mobile phone call, and that was his beauty, and that was his what I can say, ground to. We all are witness his willingness through this virtual gathering. We all are thankful to Dr. Milind Muzumdar, IITM Pune, and Professor M.G. Thakkar for Department of Earth Sciences, KSKV Kutch University, for accepting our invitation and delivering lecture in this webinar. We are also thankful to Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor E. Vayunandan sir for his consent and constant inspiration for this webinar. We are also thankful to our Pro Vice Chancellor Professor B.V. Pawar sir for his wholehearted encouragement and accepting the patronship of this webinar. We got his support from the day of announcement of this webinar. I would like to take this opportunity to place our hearty thanks to authorities of administrative and financial wing of our university for providing support for the success of this webinar. I also extend my thanks to Director Professor Thorat of School of Environmental and Earth Sciences, and Professor S. Tingley, Director of IQAC and co-convener of this webinar, for their enormous cooperation in the organization of this event. Last but not least, I am thankful to one and all who directly or indirectly involved this workshop. Thanks to one and all. With the permission of Chair, I declare that national level webinar on role of geosciences in drought management, issues, challenges, and opportunities is concluding. Please leave the meeting. Thank you very much for active participation and have a nice day. Stay safe. Thank you very much.
Now I declare the meeting is over. You can leave the meeting. Thank you.